Okay, well, I went live, and I didn't mean to go live, but I've gone live, and so here we go. Apparently, there's been a couple of technical difficulties here and there. I'm not the one who works these things out, but anyway, yeah, I'm Dr. Lueth, Dr. Mia Lueth, and it is start date February 15th, 2023. It's 10:48 a.m. Eastern Seaboard, USA, Earthside. And I have been doing less and less online work, which probably will remain that way for a little while. But I don't know. I would like to say things are just going great, but I wouldn't say that. I do ask always for prayer. I am clergy, and of that's one thing. I mean, I'm also a scientist. However, uh, I'm on, no matter how anybody sees anything or views anything or understands anything, I am on medical leave. Okay. So that's that. It's like a medical vacation, although I don't get a vacation from it. And I'm going to need, yes, removal of some pressures upon me. Hi, right. You're doing it to the wrong one. Okay. I would also appreciate prayers for Elkton, Maryland, and just say, let's just call it Dr. Lueth's betrothed, okay? Right. Anyway, so I am looking and feeling a little better than I have been. Still waiting to find out if I need to do a procedure tomorrow. But that depends on how hyperkalemic I actually am. Which is, yes, potassium. High potassium, right, causes heart pain. So all these people mystified here getting, yes, it's like insurance companies. I think you should ensure that they all are, CEU and board certified, and yes, update their skills and knowledge on a regular basis. Hi, American Medical Association people. Right? Yes, around here, apparently it's still, good to go with only men over 60 get Parkinson's. Sit down, be quiet. Amen. It is compelled. Right. Also, the power of Christ compels all of you to, right, help my soon to be husband. Thank you very much. Okay, there's that. There is always some type of confusion in life, by the way. So that's also not so totally wrong. It's wrong that my PNC bank account is negative 4,300, which is why I'm saying, look, hi, everyone. Because you've successfully ignored me, rolling the kind of situation from which you cannot return. So I had nothing to do with it. Anyway, so I do appreciate people's thoughts good thoughts and all this sorts of things. However, yes, my husband was was chosen for me. You understand? So, right. No hindrances, no delays for either of us. So I'm not sure who was contacting me and who was talking to me online sometimes, but there are some things that are getting smoothed over. Yes, by the Holy Lord Father God, everyone. So, you know, trying to be active when that is happening is why. Exactly. Sometimes waiting is an action. There are a lot of things I could say, but I just don't anymore. This is a very multi-purpose stream. Please read the reason I put please read the description. Um, please read the description before entering chat is because number one, I do choose to make this YouTube, um, live, uh, for a lot of reasons. One, it gets recorded, but also if I'm online and there are other people who know me online, they can, stop by, say hi. Please read the description before entering chat. Thanks. Okay. For understanding. And the reason I'm saying that is, I'm not checking anybody's IDs or anything. That's not anything like what I can do. But some of this is not even, it's boring for teenagers and so on and so forth. But mature adult, sober thinking, somewhat sober thinking, right, is required. This is basically it is marked as educational. I do have the qualifications for it. I graduated Towson University. I have double degrees there. I graduated Thomas Francis University. I have triple degrees there. And yes, I have a master's in psychology. So, and many years experience just walking around in the world, you know. If there is anyone online who is pretending, who is using someone else's picture, okay, and you are stating that you either are that person or, right, you, yeah. Well, if you don't have a SAG card, then it is, you're about to come to a mandatory full stop. You want to know why? Right. Because you're about ready to hit it at high speed. Yeah. An impenetrable wall. Left-handed path. Yep, we're pumping the brakes to come to a slow and complete, right, proper stop is what's happening. Okay? Nobody needs to know anything other than that. I'm not supposed to be a single female, is the situation. So clearly something did not happen as it should. Right. Well, now no one can attack me. Not even by accident. Oh, this is what I'm at. I have this. It's like a hot spot. Yep. Like dogs. It's not worms. It's not any of that. Yep. It's a autistic tick. Yes, that means like body skin pick. Sometimes autistic skin pick, everybody. Oh yeah, I'll go till I bleed. You know what I'm saying? Right. We sometimes are not as capable of habituation, which everyone who loves an autistic should look up, understand the actual meaning, and public service announcements, especially about Parkinson's. Hi. Yes, early onset Parkinson's. Right. That's a real effing thing. Okay? No, Parkinson's happens to both men and women as early as the age of 28. So, you bet your ass I'm going to make sure this doesn't fucking happen to someone else. And whoever keeps asking me for fucking help online, you don't need my help. Yes, a lot of things are not highly understood by the American general public and the human general public too sometimes. Can't get my medication. Okay? Yes, the one who calls me baby. Well, see, you've had taken apart in causing me harm and damage, and it can all be proven, including harm and damage to another house. So, I stated that out loud, but I can't get my medication. I don't know what happened to it. Right. Somebody fucked with my bank account, and that was a huge mistake. Huge. Right. Yes. I mean, it's God versus PNC Bank. So anybody's been trying to scam me or bother me or do any of that kind of crap, while you wasted all your energy on me, dummies. But now I'm owed reparations, and according to the Holy Lord Father God, yes, I'm the one who's held blameless. So I get the mercy seat. Yes, the little tiny woman. I have no idea what anyone else is doing. Most of the time, I really don't care anymore. Right. Y'all want to know who's been contacting me in the spirit and every other kind of way? Because it's absolutely freaking right, mandated. According to the divine plan of the one and only, right, true living. I know which one is which. I also know what lab spells backwards, people. Okay? Who keeps asking me for help? That question needs to be answered. My bank account, okay, $4,300 needs to appear immediately before anybody can do anything. And you'll all just sit there waiting to die. Okay? You are told exactly what needs to happen. Where is my fiance? Okay? That's what I'm saying. So there's some people who claim to be, this is so much bullshit. I refuse to live in it anymore. Also, I don't work for Elon Musk, so you don't get to plan my fucking future, right? Unless you are the one I'm supposed to marry. And there's only one of those, right? But apparently I'm somebody's dirty little secret or some shit. And somebody doesn't have the capability of actually taking care of me financially or any other way. The liars shall now all be exposed out in the human public. And yes, the one who claims to want to marry me and get married to me, well, that can't happen if you, aren't here in the United States in the flesh with me. So, oh well. Right. Okay, let's make sure everybody's talking to the right one. Right. Right, you snatched and grabbed the wrong one. Yes. Okay. Oh no. I don't need to bother the Holy Christ. Who is? Yes. In the holy sanctuary. Protected. As is according to God's will. Amen. So be it. It is done. Okay. All I'm going to say is, hey, if you're not in flesh in the United States of America, and you're not single, and you're not a binary male, and you're not at a certain maturity level, which is why I had to go as high as 50. I might make an exception. Maturity and responsibility. Hey, hi! If that is not your now situation, I don't have to wait. Whoever was interested and would like a mercy wife or just a wife, and you actually do live somewhere and you actually can actually provide, hi, right. Okay, there's no way anybody's gonna tell me the Holy Lord Father God is having this much difficulty getting me married. Get out of the way or die. Okay? One singular archangel can do, a lot of damage. in and unto themselves. So that which is promised to me is right now available to me and only me. I shall not protect a male ever again. And the Holy Christ surely does not need me to protect him or defend him or, blow smoke up his ass. So I'm getting married, whether anybody likes it or not. But I will be married on U.S. soil. And, but nobody's going to be able to stop it. So, for the love of your own and your own self, just back off and back down and back away. Where is my fiancé? There's nothing more important. Yes, that mission was aborted. So, I want the lying faker and the real one in the same room together. Yes. I'm the only one who can do that for you. I can assure you I have not been well taken care of. Anyway. So now what's happening is it's being set in appropriate linear order in my timeline. So that's that. Can't get my medication that I'm supposed to be taking right now. Something happened to that. Yeah, something happened to my bank account. This is my point. Whoever it is, whether it's him or not, okay, whether that guy's my fiance or not, I don't give a shit. That's not my debt. So, yes, the one who put me in debt, which wasn't me, gets nothing until right. So I suggest you convince your people to fucking pay it off. Well, if I check through Christ, maybe I can marry a demon. I don't know. There's all kinds of stuff. People confused about portals. People searching around. Right? People like left their bodies. Yep. And I'm like, Okay, I'm not responsible for this shithole mess. So why do I have to live in it? Why does anybody have to live in any of someone else's previous mess? Right. It just makes no sense to me. And it should. It should make sense to most of us. But I'm not screwing around. Right? The only thing that should be happening is my fiance being brought to me healthy and safe. And what you don't do is no. What belongs to him belongs to him. And I'm not a money chaser. So that's why I'm not filthy, stinking rich that way. But wealth and abundance doesn't always mean money. No, it doesn't. And no, you can't. Right? An adjustment has been made. And, the system is being perfected. So that's good. I hope that, a lot of people are starting to see, like, a little bit of, like, good light, a little bit of hope here and there all over the planet. Even if you do want to kill me, I don't care. Right. I might take you up on that. Parkinson's starts getting worse. then it'd be like, what? Screw it. I'll take him out. Just get me close. That's pretty much my attitude about Parkinson's. Frick. I can make jokes about it now, though, which is good. Right? Yeah. It's like, I'm really good at the Elaine dance. Seinfeld. People like, I don't know. I think it is an absolute, a very not responsible male thing to. Yeah. There's a lot of irresponsible things that are going on, and especially online. And well, for some adults, we can't. Okay. Remember the .com boom? Yeah, well, I didn't get taken down on that one, though. Right, that one is not the one. Paperwork. See, here's the thing: the United States government and governmental agencies. Yeah, we the people are the government in the United States. Well, also, I'm saying that the clear and perfect review shall be made to me immediately. Yes. What? Things are an inconvenience to somebody? Well, I'm sorry. Fine. Get off the planet. That'll do it. I really don't care anymore. Right. So that's just how I feel about that kind of thing. Trying to get rides together. I mean, it's just absolute insanity that some of these people, for some reason, think that they have qualifications to give me advice that I never asked for once. Okay. Right. I'm a 50-year-old grown-up adult, and I've been through some shit. So that's why I, kind of aim to have some support groups and also public service announcements. Post-traumatic stress Right. Can happen to any human being. Yep. And certain classifications of animals. Even if you've not been shot at or beaten down or run over or bombed or burnt at the stake or whatever. Okay. Humankind. Nothing shall be gained by any of you still left in the flesh and earth. Right. Until $4,300 is returned to me. There shall be no marriage. More than one interested party, by the way. My suggestion to the Satanic Temple, and only the Satanic Temple members in the United States of America, is just move close. Move into the 21921 zip code or close to it. And yeah, shut it, Christians. Revelation is singular. Okay, great. And the other one, right, has a specific order. And if you have difficulty with that, I don't know where you go. But my best educated guess would be the outer darkness. No one can touch a single one of Jesus' sheep. And if you freaking try, you die. That has been the true consistent statement, okay, since conscious memory began. No. You see, law enforcement, especially local law enforcement, is actually commanded. Right. I expect to be around, right, firearms carrying law enforcement immediately. Immediately. No, I choose to leave this world. And if I go, right, none of you go further or continue on, and you most certainly are not eternal, nor are you immortal. So please, right. The Constitution of the United States of America is just perfectly fine. Amen. Hallelujah. So be it. It's done. Okay? See, Pennsylvania is a commonwealth, and Virginia is a commonwealth. Right. Okay. Well, get to know your own damn country before you start bitching about somebody else's. Where is my fiance? I have no idea. I, of course, it makes no sense why, right? The Holy Lord Father God would have such a difficult time trying to get me married to someone. No, because, right, many of you, well, you decided to do the thinking for God, and that's where I said, okay, bye. No, not aloha, just bye. Bye. Do not get in my fiance's way. But since someone claiming to be does not want to make that a public statement, well, then, oh well. I guess I'm moving on again. Any other interested party? I can't ever be hurt again. And I don't have to tolerate bullshit from other countries online either. Right, this is a true story. Well, unfortunately, now there is a manhunt out for Captain Lass or his lab or whoever. Okay, right. You might get a reward. Well, if you got to come here in handcuffs, you get him here. Right. I don't give a shit what he was doing. If somebody's lying because that emission got aborted. China. Not me, you don't. Not ever. Every single fucking thing that causes me issue, right? Puts you further and further away from your success. So, because, right, you just don't, okay, then it is commanded. That is, let me repeat that. Commanded. Do you understand? Power of Christ. Yes. Doesn't matter what anybody does with my fiance. Right. Okay. Don't ever fuck with the Christ family ever again. Well, apparently, right. I'm not good enough to get married to. Yes, me. I'm a sexual being. I am in the flesh. Right? I'm allowed to have sexual intercourse, yes, with a male, full-grown adult. I'm not supposed to be the strong one. So whoever the fuck needs help from me, I think he got the wrong one. But yes, well, I shall, right, have the Holy Christ get this whole straightened out for everybody. Right. Yes. Would like, yep, an arrest warrant. Yep, for one, right, Captain Lass, Maurice, or yes, Marco Lab. Hmm. And gets extradited to America immediately. You don't touch him. Don't even touch him. Because I can handle the truth just fine. Too bad, everyone. I don't make magic babies with just anyone. I cannot be forced to do anything in that fashion without, right, your entire house, right, being torn asunder. That's how serious this is. Yes. I don't care who does it. Angels, demons, humans, whatever. Yep. Locate, right, him and get him to the United States, even if it means in silver bracelets. He's excused. Law enforcement, friendlies, local. Hi, stop by Cares Ministries during the day. If somebody stole my medicine, you're assholes. And when you need medication, it won't be there for you. Also, right. Yes. You understand? Oh, no. You find him and you get him here. He's not coming through Tampa. It's either going to be Baltimore or Philadelphia. Well, I would really like to know why my bank account went into the negative. Why would that be? Well, now PNC is now thoroughly getting investigated and checked through Christ. So, you know what I'm saying. Shit happens. My fiance cannot be weaker than me. Yeah, wealth and abundance can mean any number of things. It can mean land, cows, right, property, that kind of thing. So, Oh, no, see, I'm the one who gets reassured. You understand? I don't like whiny dudes. At all. I also don't like it when, right, others pretend to be someone else online. Also, right, okay, yeah, you go out on a first date. Yeah, it should be mandatory, right, that you disclose you are a felon. I just want my fiance, and no one, but no one gets shit if I don't get married. Anyone who has lied to me about your real and actual name online, guess what? Yeah, say hello to Jesus. Jesus, yay too. It makes no difference which name you use. If anyone thinks that for some reason like you're dating me or I'm your girlfriend or some other kind of shit, yeah, well, you're gonna need to prove that to the entirety of planet Earth before making such claim. Also, right, if one is not engaged in sexual intercourse, even upon right, yes, well, then that's not right. That's an annulment. Okay. I started a ministry in order to, right, help expedite some things. And, well, I did what I was supposed to do. And yet, I still, to this day, how have you people not gotten over this fucking Adam and Eve shit? And why would God, a perfect builder, right, build a corrupt angel? These are all perfectly legitimate questions. But you see, I don't have a husband. Do I? Well, so all this crap you all did since 2012 goes bye-bye. Because yeah, I was not married yet. You needed to wait until I got married. And because some sucker fucking chicken out, you don't sully my name. Yeah, I know. I'm I'm very, very annoyed about people using other people's identities, stealing people's identities online and then fucking up everything. And people are like, "Oh, they get away with it." Well, maybe not. My bank account, I'm still $4,300 down. Some asshole who I will be, you know, right, making a public spectacle of soon. Fake ass online or something. No, I don't understand. Calls me far more trouble than anything's worth. And I have to change certain things, and I'm not willing to do that crap. The 15-year-old, Yes, I know. They learn to scam. I mean, they have a good school of scammers. So the school of scammers just needs to be shut down, is what I'm saying. So that's another reason why I put on here to read the description, because uh, I prefer 21 and over mature people who are less likely to do that to someone. I know a lot of online communities like that. I mean, there's good things that happen. Gaming communities. Yeah, these are the other thing that makes. Oh, from Amazon. Yeah, well, great. Anyway, someone's been claiming to be married to me online and yet has absolutely zero proof of such. And I can't really. At some point, they'll feel like, well, what I'd like to do is switch it up. So the pain, so if they want to keep doing that, but yes, the issues that would normally happen to the scammy happens to them. You know what I mean? No, I know. I guess I did. Yeah, like, oh, boy, that must have been one hell of a party. I don't remember anything like that. Mm, I know. Yeah. To bring you some money since y'all. I know, that's what I'm saying. My hubby won't give me money. Well, then we divorced and we've not had sexual intercourse. So yeah, like, oh no, you don't get a prize for that though, But that is funny. Yeah, hand over the credit card, honey. Yeah, you need to purchase things. You need to make purchases. Yeah, I know. The thing is, in cyber times these days, a lot of people are not cyber tech aware of how easily they can be found these days. And yeah, all the things that they're not. Teenagers think they're clever, right? Until they find out they're not. But yes, online gaming communities are sometimes, good support networks too. Um, so I've met a lot of people who do the gaming thing. I don't, but I don't have time. So that's the way it is. And I didn't have time. Yeah, still there. Yep, exactly. That's pretty much the gist of it. Um, and plus, the other thing is, I I know that there's better ways to be productive with one's time, but they get trained and taught up, and that's what I'm saying. My thing would be, yeah, just put the scammers against the scammers, and right, the spammers against the spammers, and right, the scammers against the scammers, and yes, the winners of that, yes, all get to, yes, be dismissed from our society entirely. I know, I know. I don't sell my hair, so I give it. Yeah, I know. It's a. I know that it would go for a pretty penny, but I I give my hair away for free to places that make charity cancer wigs. So uh, right, so no, can't have my hair. Those are for the bald heads. My hair is meant for the baldies. Yes, I I've been doing it for a while, but that's one of the reasons I keep it up a lot is because I put conditioner or vitamin E in, and I mean I try and keep it as like healthy as I can, and so uh, keeping it up is the best way to condition it and put like make sure the natural oils are there and other kind of stuff. So yeah, I wait till it's about 3 foot, uh, or 2.5 foot, maybe. Then I cut it and hand it off to somebody. Lots of love, or the last time I sent it to Wigs for Kids, I think is what it's called. Um, yeah. So now I have to use. Oh, I've heard a lot about all sorts of UFOs. I think they've actually changed the name now. As soon as I heard about them, yes. I haven't. Uh, I may or may not know what you're talking about, because there's reports that I'll see or hear or get, uh, on a regular basis. And so I don't know which ones you're referring to. If it's plural, it kind of narrows it down, but I'm not sure which ones you're referring to. Which UFOs of late. Because I know recently I did hear about some that uh, were in singular form, or were in like five. It seemed like five separate lights or something, and but they all like collapsed into one and disappeared. Uh, I think that's probably somewhere southwest, because that seems to be where a lot of those come from. But I don't know which ones you mean. So I might have to. I might have to look something up today. But I did try to uh the what was it, the consultant or whatever it was, and I have to pay for that, so I have to wait till it's free, because mine, I have a basic version of Prime. A few other things I said that had been jot down. Oh yeah, the balloons, the weather balloons. I know those are apparently from China, and they went. Um, yeah, I mean, well, they certainly look like balloons to me, but they were carrying a payload, which is different. But there are sightings every day. Um, so some of them though are not. You know, a lot of them get debunked as, you know there are actual reasons for them and things like that. But I know I've seen things that. Well, I'm an amateur sky watcher just from childhood, but with the government actually, the government. I'll be honest that the U.S. government actually, since maybe, you know 10, 15 years ago, more and more. I know this, yes, over in Michigan, and then there was one, Montana, and that's where NORAD is. There's also one in Canada, but I think they waited for it to come in the U.S. soil. Um, so I don't know if they've actually located any of the payload, um, but the balloons were carrying something. But they were definitely balloons, so that's for sure. Those ones, anyway. And I think that internationally they've just recently changed the term from UFOs to something else, but I know what you mean. But an unidentified, flying object could be a duck or, some kind of weird bird that people aren't used to seeing. And a lot of people aren't, amateur sky watchers are used to understanding how the kind of sky works. And I know air traffic controller, U.S. Navy, you have to know what you're looking at and understand. Sometimes when a plane is coming at you this way at night, it can look like it's stationary for a really long time until it gets to a certain. So there are plenty of them that there are. Sometimes it's X planes. Thank you for the like. Um, and other kind of things. But I have personally seen things that, because of the fact that I'm used to sky watching, like 3D, kind of, and air traffic controller qualities. I can tell. Okay, well, that's a plan. I know what the ISS is. I know generally where the larger planets are, and sometimes things can look very different in satellite. Sometimes I don't know, whatever kind of satellites, when they're traveling through really, really, I don't know how to explain it. It's sort of like, to the human eyeballs, it's a little bit disrupted space at a certain distance away, and it makes certain things look completely different for some people. And since they don't wait long enough, right? Like I tell people, if you're looking at something and you don't really know, so I know city cert. Yep. I, that's one of the reasons that I like living further out in the country. Yeah. So that you, like, the ambient light is less. Um, and you can see the sky better. Um, Although, like, sometimes you have to go ask for permission to do that because people wonder why you're standing around at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm just looking at the sky. But I saw some things that just absolutely positively would not be, anything that would be recognizable. Wouldn't be a iridium satellite. It wouldn't be a launch from somewhere, because I can sometimes see launches from Wallops Island. It wouldn't be um, anything that was our sky constantly based. And so uh, when you see something like that, and then I saw them, I tried. Oh yeah, yeah, I know. That's another, yes. Don't, I know they don't. But just for some reason I have since I was a little kid. Um, my parents let my brothers and I like camp out in the backyard. It's fun to camp out, and I think they kind of like made it fun. Um, so it was like camping out, and they woke us up for the first time I saw a full lunar eclipse, and ever since then, just been interested. Comets. People don't realize, or not comets, but asteroids, uh, and other kind of things. They're happening every day. If you go out on a dark night, and you can see pretty clearly, there's always, people call them shooting stars. There, it happens daily. It happens during the day. It's too bright to see. Um, So I'm used to sky events, and when I witnessed one that just absolutely positively, like, no, 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 it wasn't any of that. No, it wasn't. No. And I had someone with me who saw the same thing. So, and there's been other people who have seen similar things. Um, So, I know at one point I was sky watching just over even just a period of 1 hour, and there were all kinds of flashes in the sky, but there was not a single weather event. That was nothing on radar. It wasn't being picked up that way. It wasn't lightning. It wasn't a thunderstorm. There wasn't anything like that. And it was like, it's yes, the moon. I like it when the moon and the sun are both out together, like in the day sky. I do. I like the daytime moon too. Um, it's not always visible, but I like it too. Um, Makes me feel like it does sometimes. Yeah, when you got like more than once. I get what you mean. It feels like it does feel like that sometimes when I'm looking around and you see both of them in the same sky. It's like, wow, this is weird. This is weird. But anyway, I thought it was like seeing it was like the paparazzi in the sky. And I had never seen anything like that, but there was no single weather event anywhere at all. And I checked every single one of the normal things. And so, I thought, okay, well, the only other thing that might be possible is old iridium satellites that are falling into the atmosphere. But I got to be honest with you, it's like there were so many of them. It's like, well, what kind of hellacious space trash we got up there? There was just no possible way there could be that many iridium satellites all falling. Yeah, at the same in the same hour, and I also saw what looked like a star that it was moving. So I thought it was a satellite. It was kind of looked like a moving star. So, but if it's moving, it has to be a satellite or the ISS, basically, as far as I know. Um, yes, I was actually thinking of that last night. Yes, my wallet, of course, was badly damaged by some asshole. But I that is one thing that I wanted to save up for because where I live, if I walk down, maybe it's like a football field length. There's a park meadow that there's no ambient light anywhere around it. So I was thinking I would get one because, for one thing, if anybody drives by and see me, if I have a telescope, it might make it more clear when I'm doing out in the middle of the night looking at the. But I like to try and find things. So it does have trees, except the trees are like far enough spread apart so that you're really only losing about maybe 10 degrees each side, not much. So it's like wide enough. I know. I was actually thinking about having, once I was able to get one. You can get a cheapy one for maybe $40 for kids, but even $100 one, you can see things really, really well if you know where to look. Like the moons of, said it's a shorter, right? Well, that's funny. I liked it. Um, but what I saw, well, I thought it was a satellite because it was moving like a regular satellite that I'm used to seeing. But the thing I got about here and stopped. So I just kept looking and looking and looking. Like, it's got to be my perspective, right? It's got to be the way I'm seeing it. But it was like stopped for a long, long time, and then it changed directions and and there's no single, airplane like if it was some kind of X-plane, it was in satellite atmosphere territory. So I looked for everything, and it freaking stopped, and then it changed directions. And there's right if there, you know, anything that orbits our Earth does not do that. That I know of, or that any, um, yeah, it like just stopped, and I'm standing there like, okay, it stopped. It's really stopped. I'm thinking, did it really stop? But I mean, I looked for quite a while, and it hovered, but then it changed directions and went away, just like a satellite. And I don't, you know, there wasn't drinking, no drugs, no, nothing was. I wasn't having any, different state of mind situations going on as far as I knew. So that's one I still to this day can't explain. I have no idea. But I mean, I'm not one of those who something and and then it just flew off. Great. You saw something like go in a different direction or something. Um, like not like an airplane. Yes, I've yeah, the one thing that I also saw an airplane do that during the same period of time. Like it was like here, and then it just seemed like it just freaking stopped. Like I could still hear like the engines. I could still hear, and but it just seemed like, and then it just seemed like out of the blue, it was traveling in this direction. But what the one thing that could be the case, even with yours, is a temporal slowdown, a time uh, adjustment or temporal blip, where it's like there's what we see is actually something that is slowed down for some reason, and then once it will do something, and then once then it'll speed up like super quick time, and it those things, a helicopter, but not far from Rangers. They're planes fly lower. Well, it could have actually been a plane because I saw something. Well, it was a military type. I don't know because I can tell usually. Um, but temporal time, you know, a little bit of time shift. There's reports of people who've been able to slow down time, um, or uh, it's like travel, like time travel, but you don't know. And that's what's happening. So your perspective is one thing, and yep, a bright object that sits for a while and then takes off. Um, it it could be anything, but the possibility that it is like a plane or um, something human made could also be. Oh, okay. Go ahead. Some people uh, apparently can mm, adjust time, get somewhere faster than everyone else for some reason, or things like that. So things in the sky, you know, it could be that you saw something either really quickly and your perception picked it up slower, or the other way around. That also has been known to happen. Like the way we perceive it. Okay, there we go. Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, got into the file room. And it's 4:30. Whoa, Nelly. Now that. And no, like, you weren't like, shaking off the night before or on, like, extra fun medication. Different. Right. A time shift. I've that thing. I took me email now. Right. Now that's weird. And then you're not known for like, being narcoleptic at work and just like, all right. Hey, that's wow. Yeah, I mean that's pretty significant that it's 9:30 and you go in and then 4:30. Yeah, I mean most times when people report these things, it's more like it felt like 10 minutes, but it was an hour. But it's like a whole day, pretty much. Um, so there are current thoughts about things like that having to do with manipulation of time. Right. I get it. That makes sense too. Yeah, like somebody would be on your ass big time. What the hell are you doing at work? No way, man. From delivering file to me walking back. Well, it it could be a temporal uh time slip. There's different persons didn't say anything about it being late. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, that's right. Unless everybody went with you, unless your whole work went with you, nobody right said anything. But there have been there's been more and more research of that kind of thing having to do with a temporal manipulation, and there are some who claim that they can do that somehow, and they some don't even know how they do it, but they can. You know, some people have been reported for years. It's taken the same amount of time to get to work for them, and then at one point, somehow they were getting there like 15 minutes early, and they didn't know why, or half hour. And they were still doing the same thing, leaving at the same times, um, and sometimes it can, you know, get down to like it took me someone I know said, then it got to the point where what was an hour trip took them 10 minutes. That's seemingly not possible in the natural. Yeah, it's yep, and some of it's perception of time. Uh, but there are those who claim they can maneuver it, uh, time, and quicken things a little better. Um, and many of them don't know how they do it. So, human perception and anything that's, I don't know, some people don't want to hear this, but ascended, like an ascended being, or uh, it does make sense once you get to a certain level, I guess is what I'm saying. But I mean, I've done that. Nope. I got a phone call. Hello? Yes, it is. 11:30. Okay. Let me see. Upper Bay. Ooh. Yeah, I'll give it to you in the morning because I'm not sure which one is going to do it. Okay. All right. Thanks. Bye. I have surgery tomorrow. I don't know if you. Yes. Okay. Well, you have a good day too. I have surgery tomorrow, so prayer for me and make sure I don't they don't screw it up. But yeah, I'll see you next stream. I'll get on with my. Yeah, me too. I'll be under, so at least I don't have to worry about it. I was afraid it wouldn't happen because my heart was too weak, but apparently it's not. So that's good news. But I will catch you whenever around. If you get a job up this way, you can come move up close to me, and we'll get a thing, that telescope, and hang around each other so people won't shit for looking in the sky. It's it's good sky watching around where I am. But yeah, take care, and may all your work days like go like that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. Pull resources and get a good one. Exactly. Yep. I forget what I was yapping about before. Don't remember. Anyway, so I will finish my stupid spiel. Uh, so, paranormalists uh, who still need any kind of help from paranormalists or anomalous researchers who have time and can afford to do a freebie. To say that I wouldn't have um, financial resources isn't really the case, but I'm yeah, I've been getting attacked a bit too much too, which is really, you don't want to get a rise out of me. So that's bad news. That's the bad news way, and it does not produce what you want. Anyway, God Cares Ministries, Limited, Elkton, Maryland, is still uh, an entity. But because of medical situations, they're piling up on me here again. So that's why I asked for volunteers. It's not about religion. Religion is just a word that's used to describe something that a human does every day. Okay. Um, I always could use any kind of financial support, which you can go to givelify.com. It's secure. It adds an extra layer of security for you. Um, and I don't sell anybody's information for money. Okay? Not for any reason. So I have spent time making sure and looking at all the possibilities for proper Yes, securing of all your personal sensitive stuff. But so does Givelify, and so does the bank that where the account is. Yeah. Um, but also volunteer time. I really, 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 really could use, as soon as possible, at least one other person. However, you need to understand that right now I am the executive director, the treasurer, and the secretary. So I could really, really use another member of the board. Currently, these positions are volunteer. However, if you have a job or right, it's not a lot of time commitment, and um, you know, it's pretty simple, but um, you do have to understand it's 501c3. It is a not for profit, and so it's not set up like a profit based business. It's also right not set up like widgets and gadgets either. Um, and in the state of Maryland, I am qualified to as a spiritual healer because I do have a PhD in parapsychology. So when it comes to, uh, I am able to take clients. However, okay, maybe someone needs to pay for you. Okay, I can't take any Maryland insurance or Medicaid or any of that right now, but any people who donate, you know, um, and I'm definitely wouldn't charge full amount. There's no way I wouldn't do that. Sliding scale. Um, there may be some who can, volunteer every so often. Um, can help me with a few things, and then right, I can right. So it doesn't matter what kind of spirit. Okay, it doesn't matter. Just if you consider yourself spiritual in any variety, I consider these things. Some do not. So I can at least relate better and um, understand most better. But currently, right, I'm really only taking males because they tend to be the ones who will, yes, like eat it and stuff it down and pretend like it's not happening. And then later on, kaboom! And some males would prefer to talk to females about things and open up about things. So that I can do. But I can't have someone manipulating my bank account. And anyone involved with any of that. The reason you're not going to get anywhere or go further, or just going to be there where you are forever. Right. This isn't about what any one of us wants, unless right, you are the true and perfect God. Gods and goddesses, yes. Gods and goddesses will, right, get checked through Christ. Uh-huh. So I'm getting communication right. Some of it is not okay. But yes, see, any male who may be interested in me, I'm only seeking marriage, not any other kind of. There is a possibility for one situation, but it's none of anybody's business. You see what I'm trying to say? People should be allowed to have some privacy about things. Yes, they should, including me. All right, just move to Cecil County, Maryland. Move closer to me. I'm not somebody's bank. Bad things will start happening now because I'm 4,300 in debt. See if it affects me negatively. Understand? Right. So, right, I can do a few things. Yes, lab. LAAB. Right. You know what that spells backwards, everybody? If someone doesn't want to admit it. Right. I can't really be engaged with that. I know if I can ring my fucking fingernail, can I be engaged? So, any single eligible male. Right. No, you move closer to me and make yourself known. I don't like secrets and surprises. Yes, especially ones that are likely to kill me and others, dumbasses. Some of you deserve that. And some of you are females. Right. Okay. Everyone. I appreciate any help, good thoughts, that kind of thing. I don't want to, I really don't want to dissolve the ministry. Okay, but so wealthy people who I may or may not know. Right. Well, you probably want to be trying to spend a lot of that before you. Yeah. Yeah. Hi. Right. Giveify.com. A safe and secure way. Right. Just, yep, look up Elkton Ministries or God Cares Ministries Limited Elkton. Okay. I did just recently renew the Maryland State. What do you call it? What's it called? The charitable organization. It is Maryland. Our God Cares Ministries is, yep. SOS Charities Annual Update Registration Form. I'm updated. I am a 501. Yes, I say I. Well, it's just me and this is, but there's always Christ. So, excuse me. Hi. Right, Old Testament Jews. Hi, how you doing? No, I'm not trying to convince you of anything, but I do agree with many of them. Excuse me, newfangled half-ass Christians. You, no, you have to read the Old Testament. Otherwise, hey, fuck you. You're just gonna sit around there like, man, well, it's your fault. You're confused. Yeah, that one's on you. Yes, it is. Right, the backstory of the Holy Christ. You understand? Right, Job. It clearly identifies. Job identifies. Yes, hi. Right. God is the only one who can allow Satan to do certain things. God runs Satan, people. A lot of them like it that way. Live victoriously. Christians who act. Well, some of them aren't. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of people saying they're Christian, but they're walking around acting like just Old Testament Jews. No way. You must read the Old Testament because Revelation, singular, right, ties into the Old Testament and the New Testament, and you can't, right, experience the full and complete joyful revelation of the Holy Christ without it. So, don't call yourself anything until you've read both. And I don't give a shit which version. Right. Because there's, yes, the cussing, loudmouth sports people who get all emotional, right? Yeah. True story. True story. I know why. I wouldn't need any Jewish person to tell me. I'm like, yes, I can tell this by what they're saying and doing. Why are you doing that? Well, then you're not a Christian. I think the Messianics should probably, yes, just call yourselves Christians. Because you're not supposed to be doing both. And it's causing a lot of harm. You all want what you want. Well, there's a certain child that needs to be born. Hey, can't happen until I'm married. I don't know. Just find him. Right. Captain Maurice last, whoever his name is. Yes, manhunt. I don't give a shit what he's doing. If he needs to come to me in handcuffs, please. Okay? There are plenty of things that I would like to say, but assholes don't listen anyway. You have to care about your own safety, but you also have to care about the safety of others. So those of you, oh, we're in safety, we can. I'm like, oh yeah? Well, what about the safety of innocence? Watch your tone with me, little witches. Which all of you are compared to me. I want sex. I want my effing husband. Do you understand? I want what is promised to me. And my own fellow countrymen. Oh, no. Is he right? No. Of all women walking around, well, I'm the one who, right, needs to know. Otherwise, I assume everyone is a hostile. And God starts again. Yes, that serious. Okay, some dude have the mature balls to fucking, right, help a freaking woman in some serious distress. Now, one of you is going to surprise me. Happily. Immediately. Now. Everybody, once a day. Okay? All right. If you don't understand what's going on, you're confused, you don't know, just say, rely on the Holy Christ for understanding. Stop trying to understand it for yourselves. No, I would like a real actual American hero, but right, walking around the U.S. all this time, couldn't figure out one of them doesn't even marry me. So I had to go looking in other countries. Now, I'm not lusting after anything. But you owe me, Satan.